All right, let's watch.
We're going to begin with an alarming warning from law enforcement after the FBI's search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home for classified information. Now, there's been talk on social media and other platforms of planting a dirty bomb and even civil war as the political fight over the search escalates. Some lawmakers are now asking for more information about how damaging Trump's removal.
All right, let me retweet this.
Of the documents from the White House might be for national security. Jeff Pegues has more on that part of the story from Washington.
I myself have been notified by the Bureau that my life was put in danger.
Former FBI agent turned Pennsylvania Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick appearing on Face the Nation after the FBI and DHS joint warning was released on Friday. Among the threats was a plot to place a so-called dirty bomb in front of FBI headquarters, as well as online posts calling for civil war and armed rebellion. The bulletin capped off a tense week for the nation's top federal law enforcement agency. An armed man was shot and killed after trying to breach security in an FBI field office in Cincinnati. Still, the former president posted on Sunday great simmering anger after agents carried out a search warrant to recover classified government documents from Mar-a-Lago.
They didn't go in there with FBI raid jackets. They tried to constrain their behavior carrying out that warrant.
Release court papers reveal that more than 24 boxes with 11 sets of classified documents were recovered by federal agents, some of which were labeled top secret after Trump lawyers attested in writing back in June that all classified material had been returned from the estate.
So the fact that they were in an unsecure place that is guarded with nothing more than a padlock or whatever security they had at a hotel.
Nothing proves to me that Americans are just as cucked as the British are and would love to have a monarchy than their admiration for someone like Donald Trump and their advocacy for Donald Trump to be just categorically above the law. Like, their expectation is like, no, Trump should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants, and fuck you. Like, how dare you? Like, they just literally want a monarchy. Like, they're so cucked that they never had a monarchy, that they absolutely, like, their entire fucking nation building project hinges on avoiding a monarchy, okay, and defeating a monarchy. And yet they are now begging for it personally. That's insane.
Is deeply alarming.
Clearly, no one is above the law. Donald Trump is not above the law, and Attorney General Garland is not above the law either. His actions are unprecedented in history, and he has a lot of questions to answer.
So far, no charges have been filed against the former president, but possible charges include impeding an investigation, the removal of classified national security records, and violation of parts of the Espionage Act, according to the search warrant. Republicans are calling on the DOJ to release the affidavit.
The affidavit in support of the warrant will give you the probable cause to try to understand what is going on here. And I think the American people deserve this.
And I think they're claiming they can't fucking... I think they're claiming that they can't actually release the affidavit because there's confidential information in there.
Democrat Mark Warner, as well as Republican Marco Rubio, both on the Senate Intelligence Committee, both calling for the release of the documents in question, as well as an assessment of the type of damage to national security mishandling those documents could do. Nate.
Truly unprecedented.
Here, where is it? Fuck. The DOJ says the release of the affidavit would irreparably harm the government's ongoing criminal investigation. It is open to a cover sheet being released. They're open to a cover sheet being released pertaining to the search warrant application. The DOJ explains how the release of the affidavit would cause irreparable harm to the ongoing investigation, which implicated highly classified material. There's no way you watched chat and missed all that dogpiling. What the fuck? What? Oh, I don't care. Yeah, his voice is funny sounding because he has like a condition or something, and I don't care. It happens every single time. Whenever someone has like any kind of disability, people go fucking bananas. On the one hand, people go bananas because they're like, "Yo, fuck this guy," because most of them don't know that he has a disability. Okay, he doesn't know a condition. And then the other half of the chat is like, "You know he has a condition. How dare you fucking do this ableist bullshit?" It's like, yeah, they don't know. He sounds like he's smelling a fucking fart. Okay? They don't know, so they think it's comical. Okay? Not everyone is immediately aware of it, and you are probably aware of it because I talked about it last time people made fun of him. Yeah, he sounds like he's crying because he has like some kind of medical condition.
So the former Secretary of State, one of the president's most important advisors on foreign policy and national security, had a server in her basement that had information that was collected from our most sensitive assets, and it was not protected by anyone. And that's not a crime? That's outrageous.
So remember that. Welcome to Cross Country, everybody. It is that sentiment that has many Americans asking tonight whether we have a two-tiered justice system in this country. Hillary Clinton was never held accountable for her private email server, but now we see an unprecedented raid at former President Donald Trump's private residence. Tonight we know the former president's lawyer certified in June that there were no classified material at Mar-a-Lago. And former President Trump maintains all the documents seized were declassified. He had the authority to do that as president. And again, Hillary Clinton had an entire private server. So why is justice being applied unequally? I flew down to Palm Beach, Florida, and spoke to Trump supporters outside of Mar-a-Lago to hear what they had to say about that. Why?
Let's go, baby. Yeah, why is justice being applied unequally, huh? Get to the bottom of it by asking some of the most, like, obviously mentally ill people you can find in one area, okay? These are the people who I need to learn from. These are the people who I need to fucking hear from, okay?
What is your view on the FBI and why they decided to raid the former president's property?
I think they're just a mafia, you know, being ordered by Ray.
And after this man, our ex-president, for so long, they're trying to find any kind of dirt they can pull up on him.
This is insane. I never see this happen in the United States. Biden has to go to jail. Hunter is the one FBI has to go and get it.
Everybody hates him on the left. I mean, he's the only person here that can really, you know, put these guys in jail and really drain the swamp. And that's basically, I mean, this has been going on now for over 6 years. Ever since he came down the escalator, they've been after him. Yesterday was the ultimate. We've never seen anything like that in my life.
I believe that they're trying to make it so he cannot run.
I think they're trying to attack the American people, and they're trying to go after the person who put us first and put our American godly values first. That's why I believe they're going after him, to intimidate us as Americans.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. There's just no other way to look at this other than fucking awesome. Absolutely, unequivocally fucking awesome. Okay? Yeah, that's right. He was trying to drain the swamp, and he just simply couldn't. You know what I mean? He just simply couldn't drain the fucking swamp, and that's why people are... That's what's going on. That's what's happening. No, that's the reason why people are fucking big mad. And arrested him. Not because of some, like, literally... not because Trump was just doing Trump shit and didn't... and forgot that he wasn't fucking president anymore by, like, keeping classified materials or something. but because they were just worried he's gonna fucking drain the swamp too hard. What?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click.
That's it? He cut him off? Okay. Makes you wonder what they will do after Trump finishes his second term and can't run for a third time. I think they should let him do it at that point. They should let him do it. Like, why not? Another Pennsylvania man was arrested today against FBI, threats against FBI after the Mar-a-Lago surge. Dude, this is fucking great. It's so great. Wait, hold on. We got to run this. This is an old one. This is old shit, but it's so funny. We forgot to mention this. Let's take a look.
95% of conservatives believe in God. Okay? 95%. 72% of Democrats believe in God. Only 67% of liberals believe in God. And sadly, only 60-some% of young people believe in God.
Yep, there it is, brother. That's fucked up. And what's the percentage for Hasanabi heads that don't see the top of the hour ad break? Well, that number is the number of subscribers. That's right. You thought I was going to talk about how atheist this fucking community was, okay? Guess what? No, I'm not. I'm talking about the top of the hour ad break. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Also, you can get gifted a sub. Hassler, you Bugatti, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Offering 5 people the opportunity to drink sparkling water and not government water. Okay. Matt NLT and Vardaz Giallo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Here's the 1 minute ad break now, by the way. Yeah, get fucked.
We were a nation founded upon not the words of our founders, but the words of God, because He wrote the Constitution. He empowered them. We were a Christian state, and we've been blessed because of that for so many years. 95% of conservatives.
Yeah. Thank you, Battle Crab. He's right. God wrote the Constitution. Love Soft, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Dude, that's just like, motherfucker's a mufti, you know? What are you going to do about that? Wow, in the raid by the FBI of Mar-a-Lago, they stole my 3 passports. 1 expired, along with everything else. This is an assault on a political opponent at a level never seen before in our country. Third world. Here's Steve Bannon following through on the actual fucking advice. We're going to take a look at Charlie Kirk's take as well. Let's see what Kirkland has to say about this, Kirkland boy. But before that, here's our disgusting boy. By the way, trigger warning, Steve Bannon.
Over the weekend had an interesting article. Two interesting. Vox had an interesting article that MAGA is a direct threat to the, wait for it, the American state. They didn't say the country. They didn't say America as a nation. They didn't say the American people. The American state. And they are absolutely correct. You said this quiet part out loud. We are a threat to the American state. Vox over the weekend had an interesting article.
Uh-oh.
These agents.
Uh-oh. Here it is. Here it is, folks. Ron DeSantis coming out and giving his advice and his opinion on the Donald Trump raid by the Gestapo FBI. But before that, let's hear from Charlie Kirk.
That wasn't just a raid against Trump. That was a raid against your values. That was a raid against you.
Why? Why? Are your values withholding classified information from the FBI when they ask for it back nicely? Is that your value? Because in that case, like, yeah, you will get fucking... Not only will they raid your home, but they'll probably kill you too. Because, you know, that's how they operate for normal people.
That is a presidential landmark where treaties were signed, deals were negotiated. That's a desecration of the conservative movement. And they say, well, we're a very non-political branch of law enforcement is what we are. They are the shock.
I'm telling you. Talked. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's more cuck to be born into a monarchy? Like a country that has a history of being a monarchy and like wanting to continue it? Or do you think it's more cucked when you are a nation whose entire nation building project hinged on a revolutionary war against a monarchy that you defeated, and you still want a monarchy now? As much as I shit on the British, as much as I shit on the Oibrovs, they don't know any better. This is the world that they grew up in. Americans, you have no excuse. You have no excuse to behave this way. Like he's like, oh, it's like Buckingham Palace, bruv. Mar-a-Lago, it's like Buckingham Palace. It's a cultural landmark for the conservative movement, yeah? These are our royals they're coming after. That's crazy. He said Mar-a-Lago is a cultural landmark where treaties were signed. By golly. Unacceptable. Bro, totally worth $10. What is this? Dude! Chill! You're bypassing the paywall! Leak! Like Minx! We chain locked our toes together, by the way. That's not even a joke. We did do that. It's not different. It's like Russia has Stalin, who's from Georgia. Ukraine has Bandera. Turks have Daddy Turk. Mongol has Genghis. US has the Trumps. Is the Chop episode going to be paywalled? Half of it will be, yes. Okay. I love this take. I love Charlie's incredible take
Shock
here,
troops
though.
of the Democrat Party is what they have become. But understand, that wasn't just a raid against Trump.
I want to see more of that, but before that, let's hear what Ron DeSantis has to
These
say.
agencies have now been weaponized to be used against people that the government doesn't like. And you look at the raid at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm trying to remember, maybe can remind me about when they did a search warrant at Hillary's house in Chappaqua when she had a rogue server and she was laundering classified information. I don't remember them doing that. I do remember them manufacturing a false conspiracy theory about Russia collusion. I remember that. That was not true. That was an...
Why didn't Donald Trump arrest Hillary Clinton? He would have done a good job. I would have been on board with that. Stop posting Trump's L's. Anytime you say butter emails, anytime you say Hillary Clinton got away with it, you're openly stating that you're a pathetic loser fucking cuck, and your pathetic loser president lied to you, and you're not even asking to hold him accountable. You're just totally fine with him being a pathetic loser cuck. Hillary Clinton is free right now, okay? She is free. She can breathe the free man's air, okay? Donald Trump, on the other hand, about to get fucking blasted.
An abuse of power. I remember a lawyer for the FBI got caught doctoring an application for FISA surveillance against an innocent man. I remember the FBI, at Merrick Garland's direction, being sicked on parents going to school board meetings. Meanwhile, when you have a law that protects Supreme Court justices, is the FBI out there protecting our conservative justices? No. When you have
Wait, what? No, there literally is. What? Yeah, no, they are doing that. And also, on top of that, not only are they protecting, most of the justices are conservative. Trump did that. And also, you know who else was a conservative judge? The fucking guy who signed off on the raid, dude. Fuck. Opinions on DeSantis worth voting for? What do you mean? Worth voting for? What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucking cucked are you that you would ever think to vote for a fucking demon like this, dude? Are you out of your mind?
violations of law where people are targeting pregnancy crisis centers, are they doing their job and enforcing the law there? No. They're enforcing the law based on who they like and who they don't like. That is not a republic. Well, it may be. It's a banana republic when that happens.
Got him. He doesn't have Trump's pizzazz. Like, he really wishes he did, but he does not have Trump's pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? He's trying, but it's not working. Too much of a dork. Speaking of dorks, Rudy Giuliani is told by prosecutors he's a target in the Georgia 2020 election probe. Let's fucking go, boys.
Following breaking news, Rudy Giuliani has been told by prosecutors in Atlanta that he is a target of the...
They're trying to keep an Italian man down. Do you see this shit? They're trying to keep an Italian man down. That's fucked up.
Special purpose grand jury investigating whether Trump and his allies broke the law in their efforts to flip the 2020 election results in Georgia. CNN's Kristen Holmes is on the story. What more are you learning?
That's right. Well, we are learning from sources. They tell our Sarah Murray that Giuliani was notified by prosecutors that he would be a target in this investigation. As you noted, this is the Fulton County investigation into Donald Trump and his allies' actions after he lost the 2020 election in that state. Now, he was already, Giuliani, scheduled to testify in front of a grand jury after being subpoenaed on Wednesday. His lawyers now say that he is still going to do so, but they would not answer questions on whether or not he would invoke the Fifth Amendment, again, because he has now been told officially that he is a target of this investigation. At the time, Rudy Giuliani was serving as Trump's personal attorney, and he made efforts in multiple states regarding the 2020 election. Now, of course, we are seeing how this is unfolding in Fulton County in that investigation.
Okay, that's really interesting breaking news. And Kristen, also, there's some news about Lindsey Graham?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So this comes on the same day that Senator Lindsey Graham has been ordered by a judge to testify in front of that grand jury. Graham and his attorneys had argued that he didn't have to do so. This was all...
I love this. Lindsey Graham straight up said, I am literally above the law. I'm a politician.
Around two calls that he made after the election to Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. He argued that when he made those calls, they were, quote, legislative acts. They also argued, Lindsey Graham's team, that this was all under the constitutional speech and debate clause. And because of that, he wouldn't have to.
That's so crazy. Like, sorry, Your Honor, you can't investigate whether or not I was involved in a conspiracy to fucking kill someone, because those phone conversations were done while I was acting as a representative. So that's not how that works. Like that, you can't. What the fuck? That is an insane thing to say. And when you say former Attorney General or the debate law defense, holy shit, yeah. Well, they're gonna throw anything they can at this. Okay, just like. The American Enterprise Institute, I think, literally said Donald Trump, in his mind, declassified the documents. Like, they're just trying everything they can. This is not new. Las Canarias, thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
to be compelled to testify because he was a sitting senator. The judge said no, that he would have to testify. He will have to show up in front of that grand jury on August 23rd.
Sorry, it wasn't the American Enterprise. It was the Heritage Foundation. You're right.
That there is nothing that shields him from doing so, and that the DA had made a case that his testimony was critically important, so he would have to show up.
Let me start with you, Harry, on the breaking news that attorneys for Rudy Giuliani say that he has now been alerted, made aware, informed that he is a target of this investigation in Georgia. What's the takeaway here?
It's big. So this is a formal process that prosecutors go through to say, basically, I'm planning to indict you. You are a putative defendant in my eyes.
They're trying to get Rudy to flip on a dime on Trump.
They tell him this so he can invoke the Fifth Amendment, which I expect him to do. But nevertheless, they tell him this because they think they already have the evidence to indict him. This is a 78-year-old man with a huge ego who doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in jail. In other words, this is someone who is very dangerous to Donald Trump in this very investigation.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now to Wyoming, where Congresswoman Liz Cheney...
Don't care about this. I don't care. Fuck Liz Cheney. Not interested. Not interesting at all. Afghanistan. Our top story tonight. Oh, wait. Hold on. We talked about this. What was all... There was some other shit I wanted to get to. Our top story tonight. Bible Man will watch later. Oh, breaking news. Coming out of NBC. Former Trump Organization Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg is expected to plead guilty to criminal charges tied to his indictment by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office as soon as this Thursday at 9 a.m. These charges, of course, revolve around Donald Trump, I think, and the improper payments that the Trump Organization made in an effort to dodge taxes in the form of I think paying off their schools. They're coming for Trump's inner circle from every fucking avenue. Terms of the plea have not been immediately disclosed. A spokesperson for the Manhattan DA's office declined the comment. Okay, I got it. Philip DeFranco dropped the video on the top G, okay? Shut the fuck up. There's no indication of any cooperation agreement against the former president. So there's that reality as well. What is this? We're in Hell, left to center video essays. We're in Hell YouTube. What? Key to my orders H3, Hasanabi, and Twin Peaks. Hey, I know you're not used to going outside, but maybe we can get a drink sometime. Brother, can't be fucking following me and be the deputy director of all these fucking online outlets and then make a joke about yourself like this. Did you talk about how Trump increased prison sentences for people mishandling confidential material from 1 to 5 years? Yes, I did. Okay. That was funny. All right. Oh, this is fake, by the way. This is a fake video that's been circulating. Apparently, people are mauling over this. Let's take a look.
When this raid happened, and it was a raid.
It's not a raid. I mean, with all due respect.
It, of course, was a raid.
It was not a raid. They were serving valid process in accordance with the laws and Constitution of the United States and the state of Florida.
They didn't even do a good enough job. It's so obviously fake. They should have put in another Sean Hannity talking moment.
They did it with integrity. They did it with honor. And to say it's a raid is disinformation. And you guys need to drive. Excuse me.
Answers tonight.
Excuse me.
It is ridiculous for anybody to call it anything other than that. I don't know what you call a bunch of people unannounced breaking into your home like this and taking whatever they want for themselves. That's exactly the definition right there.
You guys need to look at facts and stop trying to feed narratives. I understand why.
This was literally my joke. This is the joke I made when I said, if you took Ron DeSantis speaking like this and put it over, you could be It could be like defending the FBI's actions against Donald Trump.
How you do it, but it's not.
And someone went and did it.
Not supported by facts, and so you should be better
Well,
than
you
that.
don't raid the president's home before dawn with dozens of agents for a few documents that may or may not belong to the National Archives.
Sir, excuse me. No, excuse me. I'm not going to let you get away with it. These people did their jobs. They've been smeared as the Gestapo for.
Like, the person who did this didn't even fucking try hard. It looks like Sean Hannity's having a stroke.
Doing their jobs. They did a search warrant.
Well, call me a skeptic. I don't buy that for 1 second.
What you just said is editorializing.
The fact that the FBI, I think this is something else that's very upsetting to the American people, has been focusing their time and energy and resources on this.
What were they supposed to do? Just ignore it? Of course not. They went, they followed protocol.
I don't think they have a thing, and if they did, it would have been leaked by now.
Yeah, they didn't even try to like make it seem believable. I think they were just like having fun with it, and then dumbass conservatives believed it because they're fucking stupid. Anyway, speaking of dumbass conservatives, Jim Jordan, he had a take on the politicization of the FBI.
Understand the template here. The template never changes with these guys. It's the left creates a lie. Big media, mainstream press reports the lie. Big tech amplifies the lie. And then when we try to tell the truth, they call us names and try to cancel us and tell the world that, oh, we're the ones not being square with them. So the country, though, the good news is they figured it out. And I'll tell you who else has figured it out, Trey. And you and John, with your background in law enforcement, appreciate this. 14 FBI agents have come to our office as whistleblowers, and they are good people. There are lots of good people in the FBI. It's the top that's the problem. But some of these good agents are coming to us telling us this is baloney what's going on. The political nature now of the Justice Department, God bless them for doing it, coming and talking to us about the school board issue.
They're saying it's baloney, sir.
About a whole host of issues. I mean, it's becoming a well-worn trail of agents who say this has got to stop. And thank goodness for them. And thank goodness that the American people recognizes it. And I believe they're going to make a big change.
I love this. This is like the same exact fake bullshit that they ran with when they were like, everyone's leaving the military. Everyone's leaving the police force because they're asking for vaccines. Or everyone's leaving the military because they're asking for vaccines. Like, and then no one left. It's the exact same shit. It's like, wow, they're really gonna fucking they're gonna start leaving the FBI in droves.
Words. They're announcing giant cult-like brainwashing. They're teaching 5-year-olds how to suck cock in public school. They are sitting there doing everything you could ever freaking imagine, killing babies after they're born. And the churches are such Pharisees, they're worried that I just talked about sucking cock instead of killing babies and chucking their damn organs out. Certain words.
I just want to remind you guys that this motherfucker made worth like around $170 million. And during 2018 CPAC, he made $800,000 in one day. Wild chili was eaten before that segment. Yeah. Your Honor, I've had wild chili that made me forget the names of my babies.
Sup, you be.
I don't think that was a recent video. Yeah, we're gonna watch Dr. Oz do grocery shopping here.
Thought I'd do some grocery shopping. I'm at Wegner's, and my wife wants some vegetables for crudité, right? So here's a broccoli. That's $2. Not a ton of broccoli there. There's some asparagus. That's $4. Yep. And carrots. That's $4 more. That's $10 of vegetables there. And then we need some guacamole. That's $4 more. And she loves salsa. Yeah, there's salsa there. $6. Must be a shortage of salsa. Guys, that's $20 for crudité, and this doesn't include the tequila. I mean, that's outrageous. And we got Joe Biden to thank for this. Thought I'd do some grocery shopping. I'm at Wegner's.
is Wegner's? Do you mean Wegmans? That doesn't look like a Wegmans. I don't think that's a Wegmans. That's something different. No. That does not look like a Wegmans, bro. I know what a fucking Wegmans looks like. Oh, he's at a Redner's. Oh my God, he combined Wegmans with Redner's. Oh no. There's a Wegner's in PA? What, really? Or are you lying right now? You know how that's not a Wegmans, by the way? Because Wegmans would not have this kind of... They would not have this, like, kind of guacamole. You know what I mean? Wegmans is so good. I love Wegmans. There's 100% of Wegmans in PA. No, I know. I'm here at Walgett. Walgett. So dumb. Why did I laugh at that? Fuck you, man. Nah, he fucked up. He dumb. Also, there's so much to make fun of with this because, okay. Listen, first of all, bro, you're trying to appeal to the common man. Why are you saying crudité? Like, you're a politician, my man, and you're at a fucking Redner's because you want to, like, you're going to the budget one, right? This is like the cheaper one. It's like the fucking Ralph's.
That's $2.
Wegmans would be kind of like a Whole Foods. Stop saying Walgett, dude. Talmart. Stop! I don't know why it's so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading. Wegmans would be like the Sprouts, right? Like higher, upscale. Which, by the way, Wegmans, I love. Oh my God, I miss the subs. I miss the fucking Wegmans subs that I used to get in New Jersey. Fuck. Anyway, that's unrelated to the subject matter here. So he went to like. He went to like the Publix, right? Or the Ralphs of the Northeast. So he's doing that because he wants to like appeal to the working class. Like he wants to show his working class roots. One, he fucks it up by saying Wegner's, which is hilarious because, like, you know, he was thinking about Wegmans at the time.
My wife.
Two, he says he's gonna get a fucking crudité. Why would you say that? Like, people already think you're like a foreign spy for Turkey. Like, what kind of fucking frou-frou shit is this? Oh yeah, I'm making a crudité. My wife wanted me to make a crudité. What the fuck's wrong with you? Say you're gonna fucking grill some meats. Even Mark Zuckerberg knows that, like, the way to appeal, and he's literally a demon and a robot. And even he knows the way to appeal to fucking the American people is by grilling some meats, smoking meats. It's called a veggie tray. That's what I'm saying. And even then, it's like whack. There's an actual issue with high meat prices, yet he chose to only shop for wedgies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like going to get fucking crudités for my wife. I'm getting crudités because my wife made me is so dumb. And he's like, oh, and I'm getting tequila. And this is before we get to tequila, bro. You are doing the worst job appealing. Bro, let me run this motherfucker's campaign. I swear to God.
That's $20 for crudité, and this doesn't include the tequila.
It doesn't include the tequila. Dude, there's something fucked up with this guy. Said wedgies, not veggies. Okay, shut up. I'm Turkish. Fuck you. Anyway, let's see what Fetterman, let's see what other Fetterman posting he engaged in. Have you seen Ludwig stealing your jokes?
Do you stand for trans rights? I stand for trans rights and trans wrongs. I'm all for it.
Wait, isn't this an old... This is making me laugh so hard. I love the stream, honestly. Huh. Huh. Interesting joke. Anyway, let's see what this other unhinged daddy posted about fucking about John Fetterman.
Now that John Fetterman claims to be recovering, let's pull back his hoodie and examine what's in his head. Looks like he has some screws loose. What's this? Fetterman wants to release 1/3 of all prisoners. That's crazy! Spend more tax dollars, everything will cost more. That's nuts. Slow energy production, gas prices will skyrocket. That's ridiculous. Socialized medicine? Where do you get these crazy ideas? Now it makes sense. Better close it up. John Fetterman is crazier than you think. Now that John Fetterman claims to be recovering, let's pull back his...
Why do they make these, like... Are they trying to lose? Like, I don't get it. Is Dr. Oz just trying to lose? Like, it seems like he's not made an effort to win. And instead, the only effort he puts out is, like, trying to lose against John Fetterman. Like, no one's going to look at that and be like, that's so stupid. Everyone's going to watch that and go, what am I, a fucking kid? Like, what is this ad? Like, either make it fucking scary or not. What is this, like, jib-jab looking bullshit? You know what I mean? He's literally out here doing fucking jib-jab memes, dude. John Fetterman is crazy. Bang, 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 boing, boing, boing. It literally feels like the target audience for that commercial is just clowns, dude. Like, he's really locking up the clown constituency with that one, you know?